Episode 8!
Are we ready for my face?
Episode 8.
Are
Is
we
it
gonna
going to
see
be
the face,
Kim's
though?
face
I don't
again?
know.
Drum roll.
It's never said.
Three-eyed crow. Three-eyed crow.
And...
Oh, it's Kim's face.
Hey, look.
Take these away from me.
Yeah, speaking of moderation.
This is a monologue here that I really love because I gave her this monologue where she's just talking about very like technical historical stuff about like, oh, Green Den, we've just encountered Green Den for the first time. But then I said, but that's not what you're thinking about. You're thinking about Kimber because this is the episode where we find out that Kimber is sick and is dying. And
And the problem
stumbling.
was, I had read all of the script, but for the week that this was filming and the week before that, I had only been looking at my monologues because there are 14 of them.
Yes.
So I had pretty much forgotten and we also filmed out of order. So I had pretty much forgotten what was going on with this episode. So I had to didn't we go upstairs and watch the sections?
no, we watched a different because
one.
we hadn't actually filmed the scene at this point.
Okay.
But,
we talked about it.
We talked about it in depth, and we talked about how Katie was playing. We talked about how Katie was playing the scene, and we talked about all these things together.
Yeah.
And so then she gives this really beautiful performance here, where she's where you can see the moments when she starts thinking about Kimber instead of about her about what she's supposed to be doing. It's rocking out.
I really like the music. Good job, Kevin. But I really like the music.
I've totally been rocking out in Eugene also.
I love the music.
When we had the viewing party here, there were like 20 of us, or maybe not that many, but this entire couch is covered, and we were all just like dancing and everything and saying along.
What are these magnificent treasures
Okay,
that
so
we're bringing back
this
to our fellows in
scene
arms at Prindle?
was so freaking difficult to film because I'm walking backwards down this road that is not like closed off or anything, so there could be like cars, and we had to get the distance exactly right so that, you know, I can turn around and oh, there's Kimber at exactly the right point, and so...
And I had to be doing this dance behind him.
Yeah.
Where I was like,
where is Alex?
yeah, I'm doing this dance behind the camera and like hopping around so that I can see what's going on.
Right, and not
Nice catch.
be in the shot.
Hi, Adrian.
And then we had to figure
It's
out
Jordy.
this bit. What is she doing in the background?
Oh.
Try some. Oh, sure.
And puts it in the wrong backpack.
Silly Kimber.
Help me get her route down.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. Are you driving? We're asking to.
No, Katie is driving because Katie's the only one who drives.
Yeah. Oh, Trace.
Oh, snap.
And she sees the pills.
By the way, they're vitamin D.
They're vitamin D.
Yep.
Because along with everything else, I also have a vitamin D deficiency.
Woo!
So
Alex is the epitome of good health.
yeah, so this is actually this is stumbling, and I suppose that this is probably when I should start talking about it. So I wrote the whole, and there's actually a lot of you'll notice this in a lot of different themes throughout the series. I actually wrote this whole Kimber plot line because I myself have a chronic disease, which in this situation, if I were not to be taking the medications, I would die, and that was always something that sort of bothered me, is that like if I'm really enthusiastic about like apocalyptic like drama and stories and stuff like that, but I always kind of knew in the back of my head that like if that kind of thing were to happen, I would not be the like badass leader of the revolution, I would be the dead one. And so that was very sad, and so creating a character who actually had what was dealing with that situation and was having to prepare for a death that she had thought she was able to postpone, you know, indefinitely, all of a sudden, all at once, and was having to prepare for to see to take care of the things that were really important to her, in this case, her little brother Adrian. That was something that I really enjoyed, and I really liked exploring that with Katie Santos, and she did it very well. Like, we talked about the idea of having an illness and the idea of having that hanging over you, and that sort of being something that you're always aware of. There's a line that she says here, which is one of my favorites, where she talks about it's like she's technically talking about her
Cookies in the kitchen.
cookies in the kitchen. Ooh, that's exciting and not depressing.
Yeah.
Well, she's talking about her rock climbing, and she says that it's like you're hanging so high above the ground. There's constant danger, but if the rope breaks, then you fall. And so that was something that we talked. That was a line in particular that we were talking about that idea of that being something that's always there. So
I have an expiration
We-
date too.
and there's also all of these moments here where Trace says everything that someone with chronic illness hears. Like she says the positive attitude thing. So that was a really fun bit to write, and it was really great to work with these two on this scene.
On Kimber's relationship with Adrian, Katie is currently writing a piece of fan fiction that is a End Times Hunger Games crossover.
Oh god.
And basically, all of us go to the arena, and both Kimber and Adrian are the tributes for their district. So like, it's really. I've read the first chapter. It's really good.
Yeah, the first chapter is actually available online to the general public.
If you go to
This moment.
endtimeswebseries.tumblr.com, there's a link to it.
Yeah.
Yes. In
Oh,
fact,
actually-
somebody could even put a link in the description if they were so inspired.
Hint, hint, wink, wink.
Yeah, I'll do that. Oh, actually, I should probably say, since this might, if there's anyone watching this who's not like acquainted with the cast, I probably should have like a moment where I say I'm not actually going to die. Like, that's
Yes.
not like a thing that's going to happen, because I do have medication. I am not in End Times. But I should clarify that.
Only figuratively speaking.
Only in my mind. Constantly.
Oh.
But yeah,
Everything is End Times and nothing hurts.
but yeah, something that I would like to say is that I also have a chronic illness. I'm a type 1 diabetic, and
We're super healthy.
I may have said this to you, Alex, before, but you nailed this from my perspective as well, because this is something I also have to live with, and like I can't even read about what diabetes was like before insulin therapy was invented, because it's too terrible.
So we're dropping the
It's-
timber
So-
issue.
So we are dropping the timber issue.
We need
Oh,
to
hey, look, it's more of me being a
timber
dumbass.
alone.
More me being pissed though. And more
You're like
More
the scene from
Cameron
Sex
being morally righteous.
If the Kimber thing is serious, then we need to discuss
Is
it.
it?
We filmed this really early too, didn't we?
Yeah, this was really early on in filming. Oh, and you have the zoom! Because in the original take of
Let
this
me
scene,
guess.
you can see that Katie
Doing
is just like
okay.
right off
Just
screen reading her lines for the next
A
scene.
little bit, because
And
maybe,
so I had to do
don't
this
know,
little thing where the camera
world
zooms in and then
ended.
zooms
Oh,
out
bad
so that you
You're
can tell,
kind of
so that
acting
you
like it.
can actually
Yeah.
see
What did I tell you? What did I tell you both?
This was filmed on the Pipeline Trail, which is right near my
I
house.
trusted
And
her.
so there are totally houses with people living in them,
You
like,
trusted her.
you know,
Well, yes. Bravo.
30 feet from where we're standing. And so I kind of have to wonder what they thought we were up to. You know,
Both your
slitting throats in a car we stole.
Let out in the middle of nowhere in a car we stole. Well, she did it.
Like I said.
I'm feeling it.
The script, by the way, this was one of my favorite bits that was in the script, is he says, and the two of you bled out in the middle of nowhere in a car we stole, and then there's a note after that line that says, "This is what Harry has nightmares about."
Right.
Oh.
And then Cameron saw that and he's like, I can do that. and then I think he really nails it, especially with this moment afterwards where he like crosses his arms and hunches over, and you can see that that's what
Does
he's
the
really
Dane
afraid of.
gesture.
Oh my god! I could not get you to stop doing that.
Oh, well, I don't know.
Stop doing what?
I always cross my arms and
Necessary,
like hunch.
Harry.
It's
Oh,
what I do
yeah.
all the time anyways in real life. Matthew Fisher does
Wait,
it.
who is that girl? Because she doesn't have hair.
That
It's
is
Riley's sister.
yeah.
No, the one off camera now.
She's up there.
We're just headed across the mountains to Barnes.
Blonde.
Where are you
Oh,
passing
that's Sasha Wallace. That's
No.
Isabel
we're-
Wallace's sister.
What are the
is
rules of
Molly
passage
also
in
there.
Greenton?
Don't.
She has an awesome name.
Why?
That's unfortunate. Anyone we can talk to about
It's just
that.
everyone else. I was really afraid of getting
I
caught
know
on
then.
camera for this scene.
You know
That-
alternate routes?
I was standing with your mom by your car.
Oh yeah. So there's a car that
We'll
you
just
see
have to
very
find one for
briefly in the
ourselves then.
scene,
It
and
won't take too long.
That's probably a good
yeah, there it is. There
There.
it is. And Matthew is hidden behind it.
I mean, he's not completely out of reasonable location.
Go, go, go!
Yeah, because this is Greenton and I live
Is
there.
that ammo?
No, they're not.
Intelligence.
So you're in Kendall right now, man.
But no.
Oh yes, I am. Yes,
Oh, that's right. So, no, we don't have an excuse.
But Commander Aldrich. He's pretty cool.
He's pretty cool.
Students don't take territory. We have to get to your room.
Can we have Dave have like had a crush on him at some point?
The bad man.
Sure.
Like I feel like
Get out!
By the way,
The way that we
filming that
would play
scene
that.
with like the people banging on the
I
car
forget the fact that I just
windows
played
was
Harry as being
terrifying.
so done in this
Like,
scene.
I legitimately thought
enough
I
with the
was going
references.
to be
That was
like,
an improv line, and it's
abducted.
one of my favorite lines improv in this entire series.
Oh my god.
And then there's the part where we almost hit someone and we just have to stop because they're all coming towards us. And I think I just said damn it, and I was just like, everything sucks. It wasn't
Yeah, episode 8!
Yay!
Special shout out to Katrina Santos because she kicks butt!
yes, she
They
did.
saw
And
us
special
fit.
shout out to Alex Nolan for writing terrible cliffhangers.
Sorry! They're worst. God,
So I heard something about cookies.